Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into the patch notes, I just want to remember that today is pretty much the last day that you can enter our Modern Warfare 2 giveaway. So if you want to get entered in that, it'll be the top link in the description. So yeah, the Modern Warfare update that was meant to come out on the 28th actually came out on the 29th for most of us. And I thought it'd be cool to go over the patch notes today because there was a lot of interesting changes. And I do have a few videos coming out today, so everyone can kind of just see what's going on before they have time to log on to the game. So I'm fortunate enough I can get up before work, make these videos. So yeah, one of the most biggest things I was looking forward to was the Gunsmith Customs, which is in the game now, and I'll have a video coming later for that. But let's dive into it. So I'll go over everything. I'll go over the Modern Warfare and Warzone updates. So the first thing is the playlist updates. So in the multiplayer, we're going to have Blueprint Gunfight, which I think is just the random spawning of guns. I don't think that's a special game mode. I have Call of Duty open behind me, so gunfight using weapon variants. Yeah, so it is just literally weapon variants. I think it might be custom ones. Reinfected Ground War, so it's just a Ground War infected game mode. 3v3 Cranked Gunfight. Now this sounds super fun. I might give it a go later. Cranked is super fun, and on a gunfight it might be a bit crazy. It's the one where whenever you get a kill you have 30 seconds to get another kill, but during that timer you're like buffed up, quicker ADS, everything. Shoot the ship 24/7, so I'm currently on that camo grind like a lot of us, so shoot the ship 24/7 is going to make it a lot easier for me. So I'm going to be able to pretty much get Damascus sooner, except for long shots maybe. Ooh, Shithouse does it. Warzone, so there's solos, trios, and quads. Still no duos, which is interesting. You have Plunder Trios, fair enough. The new contract which they've added, which is super good idea, I think personally. Most wanted contract. Instead of a random operator being marked on your tac map, you are voluntarily putting a bounty on yourself for any squad to see. And for Verdansk, of course, this great risk. This is a great risk, but does have some great rewards. For any squad to see. Whenever it says any, I'm pretty sure it meant every originally. Whenever I heard about this, and the great reward is that it will respawn every team member that is dead. So it's a pretty nice touch. It'll be interesting to see how that plays in game. The data download pack, so if you own Modern Warfare, PlayStation, Xbox will be about 15 gig, and you obviously need to own Modern Warfare. Once you install the patch and select the mode, yada yada, you'll be brought to an install menu here. You'll need to download data pack 1 from this menu. Once it's downloaded, you'll need to hard close and reopen the game application. That's really weird that you have to do the install like that. And then the fact if you run into any issues, contact Activision support on Twitter. On the PC it was a 15 gig update, so fair enough. Some added challenges tabs, so yeah, I'll minimize this again real quick. So I know it looks weird, but you can see here the challenges tab is now in the main screen, which is super good. Just better than a bit locked behind because we're so popular. Adjusted how the audio is played for precision airstrike. Follow the play more precisely. Nice. Fixed a bug where players using KBM in game battles could make custom weapon blueprints that could be used in multiplayer or Warzone. That's not good. Currently, white text will appear when someone is speaking, regardless of team. Now when someone is on an enemy team, their text will appear red. So I actually made a tip in Warzone saying that it's worth turning on subtitles so you can see if an enemy or friendly is talking. The fact that it appears red is very OP now. Fixed an exploit for hacking the yard while playing infected. Okay. Fixed a bug that would prevent players being able to melee an enemy while on top of an ATV. Okay. Various out of bounds exploits fixed. After the last update, Talon's character model appeared stretched while graphical corruption issues while in squad walk. Okay. Fixed for some Season 3 emblems appearing with incorrect text. Fixed issue with Kruger's eyes while completing a finish move. Fixed a bug where some watches were appearing in the wrong direction when gesturing. Fixed a bug where players could lose the option to pick their favorite faction in the operator menu. Fixed a bug where white lighting could be seen moving or firing a weapon near specific locations. Added gamepad only dead zone. The option allows players to adjust the inner range of which the stick input will not be. I'm surprised it doesn't have a dead zone. Fixed an issue preventing party members from editing their CDL loadouts when the CDL quick play filter is active, so that's the COD League. Fixed an issue where the auto run feature would stop when players opened their in-game text chat. Fixed an issue preventing players from zooming in and out of the attack map. Jump was bound on mouse wheel up. Oh, that's if jump was bound on mouse wheel up. Yeah, that's common. I know Will does something similar like that. Some weapon fixes. Fix a bug where completing the completionist challenge for the SKS, unlocking associated camos for the Renetti. Yes, that was needed a while ago. Fix a bug where unlocking the camo for the SKS was inconsistent with other camo challenges for the marksman rifles. What they mean by that is the SKS actually had the new pistols, the Renettis challenges on it. So yeah. Fixed a bug where hardwired skin for Alex would appear in thermals while cold blood is equipped. I thought there was something weird with that. That's okay. Yeah, that's good because yeah, I was wondering what was going on. Warzone. So these ones are going to be very popular for a lot of people. The ability to view available XP tokens is not available in the Warzone menu. This has been fixed. After being brought into a match, a player was in a state where they couldn't interact with team's loadout drop, and they had received the revive prompt on them even though they were alive. This has been fixed. Adjusted the speed and size of the circle. That could be a big gameplay change. So I mean the game's going to be faster, slower. Does that mean the circle's going to be bigger? That sounds like it could be a big change. We've added the cargo truck back into BR solos with reduced turning speed, acceleration, and top speed. Okay. Moved the scoreboard to be visible in the pause menu. Nice. Fixed an issue where the after action report was not displaying the total team's earnings. Fair enough. Fixed a bug where players were unable to equip armor plates while dead silence is active. This next one is a new item, so this sounds pretty cool. New item, armor satchel. Find one of these allows you to carry up to 8 armor plates instead of 5. These drop on death and can be looted by other players. These do not contain any armor plates by default, only increase the player carry amount. Guaranteed reward upon completing scavenger contracts. Replaces gas mask guaranteed item. Gas masks will remain rare in loot and purchasable at the buy station. Okay, so that's pretty good to be honest. So the scavenger contract, it was good for just general loot, but now you have another reason to do it, to get that armor satchel, which allows you to carry more armor, which could be clutch. Plunder rating. When you finish a match plunder, you're given a rating in the form of a coin, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and more. The more cash your team collect, the cooler the coin. Get above 3.5 million to find out the highest rating. Okay, well, that's pretty simple. Special operations. Sorry guys, I'm not going to go over Spec Ops. I have no interest. Yeah, sorry about that. And then some PC only fixes. So if you have a Vega 64 GPU, you could see corrupted outlines. That should be fixed. And then they fixed the crash that occurred players on 900 series graphics cards when they loaded the Crosswind special operation mission. So yeah, it's a pretty beefy set of patch notes. Everything looks good to me. The support they've given this Call of Duty this year is actually insane. The way they've been doing updates is actually insane. Warzone is great. I am looking forward to Treyarch's next game coming out this year. even though it is coming out a year early, but that's a whole different subject. But yeah, these updates are sick. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.